Are you failing at success with just one habit that you don't even know it? The famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi thought that fixing this one flaw could lead to endless growth. Stop this one habit right now and see how quickly your life changes. Habit 1. Stop lying to yourself. It's not always clear when you're lying to yourself. It usually hides itself as positivity or self-defense. In your heart, you know you're lying when you say things like, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'm doing my best." These lies give you a skewed view of reality that bury your potential under the weight of denial and ease. See what you can't see with your eyes, Miyamoto Musashi once said. This important lesson tells us that to really understand something, we have to be brutally honest with ourselves. You can see what is really stopping you once you stop lying to yourself. Musashi was disciplined and knew himself well. He didn't wait for other people to agree with him or try to hide his flaws. He looked at his flaws straight on. He stresses the importance of always getting better by practicing and thinking about what you're doing in the Book of 5 Rings. You can't make something better if you don't know about it. You'll never know what you can do if you tell yourself you're working hard when you're really not. Getting rid of all your excuses and facing the truth is what it means to stop lying to yourself. It's okay to say that you're not getting up early, putting in the hours, or focusing on growth over distractions. Take responsibility for it, because you can't get stronger until you take full ownership. Musashi thought that having a clear mind was the key to success in life and in war. He trained himself to see even the smallest mistakes and fix them right away. At first, it hurts to be honest with yourself. It takes bravery and humility. However, that pain will lead to change. You will no longer waste time. You'll do things instead of thinking. The fake will end and the real will begin. Because being successful isn't about skill or luck, it's about telling the truth. You will be free once you know the truth. You can reach your full potential once you stop lying to yourself. You get the power to climb, grow, and reach your goals faster than you ever thought possible. Habit 2. Stop waiting for motivation. Musashi thought that discipline was more important than drive. He talks a lot about how important training and practice are in his Book of 5 Rings. You must understand that there is more than one way to get to the top of the mountain, he writes. Asterisk, in other words, there isn't a single moment of inspiration that will make you successful. There are many ways to become great, but they all take hard work. Drive can start a fire, but discipline is what makes it grow. It's impossible to move forward if you wait for the right time, the right mood, or a special burst of energy. Don't depend on motivation. Instead, set up processes. Make habits that you can do even when you're not feeling inspired. It wasn't something that drove a samurai to train with his sword every day. It was just something that he did. Musashi trained by himself and did it over and over again. He knew that repetition, not mood, is what makes success. He trained even when it was raining, he was tired, or the odds were against him. I think that's how we should think. Would you like to write a book? Every day, write 1 page, even if you don't feel like it. Would you like to start a business? Every day, do something even if you're not sure or feel safe. You don't have to wait until everything feels right to be successful. It's about going forward even when things don't go as planned. You take charge of your life when you stop waiting for inspiration. Instead of responding, you start to act. You learn not to chase your thoughts but to trust the process. And this is where the real change starts. Musashi was unbeatable because he was disciplined. It wasn't that he was always motivated, but because he kept going when other people gave up. No more waiting. Do something. Like Musashi, let your actions drive you. Habit 3. Stop talking about plans. We've all done it. Talk to our friends or on social media about our big dreams, future goals, and fun plans. Saying them out loud makes me feel good. We feel good about ourselves just saying them out loud. But here's the harsh truth. Making plans is not the same as talking about them. Actually, talking about your plans all the time can make you think you've already done the work, even though nothing has changed. Miyamoto Musashi, the great strategist and successful samurai, rarely talked about what he planned to do. He let what he did speak for itself. Musashi stresses discipline, planning, and getting results above all else. He didn't brag about how many duels he would win. He worked out. He got ready. What he did. That's what made him unique. You lose energy when you talk about your plans too much. You give yourself a false sense of growth. Talking about your goals gives your brain a dopamine hit, which makes you feel good for a short time but doesn't help you grow. This habit makes it longer between what you say and what you do. That gap makes you doubt yourself, lose confidence, and lose the will to really achieve. You must understand that there is more than one way to get to the top of the mountain, Musashi would say. Asterisk, but every road needs you to walk, not talk. The hours when no one is around and you're working hard behind the scenes are when you make real progress. The only way to be successful is to keep doing what you're doing. It's strong to be quiet. People will notice you when you stop talking and start doing. Promises aren't as important as results. Let people be surprised by what you've done. Don't waste time trying to impress other people with your plans. Instead, show yourself how disciplined and committed you are. Do not say, "I'm going to start a business." Instead, learn something. Start making things. Failure is a good way to learn. You feel good when you talk. When you do something, you feel happy later. Make it a rule that you can only talk about things you've done or are doing right now. Don't mess with your dreams. Keep an eye on them in quiet and water them hard. Learn how to quietly get ready like Musashi did. That's the fastest way to get ahead. Habit 4. Stop chasing comfort. Being comfortable stops you from growing. When comfort is your top concern, you give up your potential. Being truly successful means going through pain, difficulty, and stress. You have to be ready to suffer if you want to get better. Musashi's life was hard and full of rules. He slept on hard floors, trained alone, and fought with just a wooden sword a lot of the time. Because he knew that comfort makes the body weak and the mind dull. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake, he said. Today's world is all about comfort, fast food, endless entertainment, and ease of use everywhere. This obsession, on the other hand, has made people weak. You miss out on growth every time you pick comfort over challenge. Comfort keeps you from moving. Discomfort makes us change. You become mentally tough when you put yourself through pain. You get stronger when you fight against ease. People who avoid struggle will never be successful. Comes to those who accept it. Musashi was famous because he lived through things that other people couldn't. He worked out in the woods and meditated in caves to get his body and mind ready for battle. He didn't look for ease. He was after control. You have to be ready to do tough things like get up early, train when you're tired, study when you're not focused, deal with failure, and go beyond your limits. These are what it takes to be successful. These are the fires that make great things happen. There is a step toward the life you want every time you choose growth over comfort. Don't go after easy things. Like Musashi, pick the hard way. That route will become your strength over time. Habit 5. Stop blaming others. It's weak to put the blame on other people. You lose your power and get stuck because of it. It's not my fault is another way of saying it's not my responsibility. Of course, you can't change things that aren't your fault. No one was ever to blame for Miyamoto Musashi. He was fully responsible for his life, his fights, and the results. He thought that every result, good or bad, should be his own. You must fight as if you are already dead to win any battle, he said. Not a single reason or blame, just behavior. It doesn't help to blame your boss, your parents, the government, or your past. It makes you angry and helpless. You are truly strong when you say, even if it's not my fault, it's my duty. This way of thinking is what makes people successful. It lets you decide. You can fix it if you made it happen. You can change something if you own it. Winners own everything that happens in their lives. Losers whine and point the finger. He fought men who were bigger, stronger, and better at what they did. He didn't cry because things were wrong. He changed. He learned. He got better. And he never lost a fight because of that spirit. So don't blame your situation. Don't blame other people. Get your power back. Look inside yourself instead of outside if your life isn't where you want it to be. Learn something, make a change, and keep going. There is no one coming to help you. You are the story's main character. Heroes also don't blame, they win. Habit 6. Stop multitasking. Multitasking is not real. It seems like you're doing more, but you're really doing less. Focus is needed for success. Focusing means giving your whole mind and energy to one thing. Focusing on one thing at a time was important to Musashi's mindset. He trained all the way when he trained. He fought with all of himself when he did it. There are different ways to reach the top of the mountain, but you can't do any of them if your mind is all over the place. We take pride in being able to do many things at once, like checking our phones, answering emails, and watching videos while we work. But results aren't very good when attention is spread out. Not a single thing is done well. Everything gets worse. Multitasking makes the mind less sharp. You learn to be distracted by it. And a warrior who is distracted is a fighter who loses. Being able to focus is the most powerful skill you can learn. Give one job your full attention when you sit down. To keep out noise and be still. This is where real change takes place. Musashi didn't do 100 different things to become a master. He was very good at one thing, using a sword. He learned how to master many things by mastering one. That's what focus can do. Do one thing at a time. Take away any obstacles. Set priorities for your work. Do one thing at a time. And be very good at it. People who are fully present are more likely to be successful. Habit 7. Stop fearing judgment. Fear of being judged is a prison. You can't start because of it. It makes you smaller. It asks in a low voice, "What will they think?" You lose your freedom at that moment. Musashi never lived to please other people. He didn't ask for permission to live a brave life. Respect Buddha and the gods, but don't count on them to help you, he said. That is, be sure of your way and go it alone if you have to. A lot of people don't go after their dreams because they're afraid of being laughed at. For fear of being turned down, they don't say what's on their minds. But the truth is that no one is really keeping a close eye on you. Everyone is too caught up in themselves. Worrying about small things will keep you from living a great life. You can't be special and want to be accepted at the same time. When you stop worrying about being judged, you step into your power. Start that company. Show off your work. Say what you think. Take a risk. Let them say bad things. Make them laugh. Because what they think won't stop you unless you let it. Musashi was a ronin, which means he was not like everyone else. He wasn't trying to get people to like him. He made his own way. He became famous for that road. Do not hide anymore. Be brave. Be honest. Do not give up. Things will get better. If it doesn't work, that's fine too. You're not here to be liked. You should be great here.